He scoffed the moment she walked into court wearing her faded army sweatshirt and scuffed boots. The landlord, a stern-faced man in his 50s with slick gray hair, a pearl-handled pen, and a binder full of documents, leaned toward his lawyer and whispered loud enough for nearby people to hear, "Let's wrap this up. She's not even a tenant anymore." But what the judge said next wiped the confidence right off his face. Sergeant Alyssa Brooks had served 15 years in the U.S. Army. After coming home, she moved into a low-income apartment complex while working night shifts and caring for her disabled younger sister. She never caused problems. She always paid rent, helped neighbors with repairs, and never asked for special treatment. Until one night, everything fell apart. An electrical fault triggered a fire in the building's basement. Smoke poured through the stairwells. Alarms didn't activate. Emergency lights stayed dark. The landlord had ignored months of maintenance requests. But in that moment, none of that mattered to Alyssa. She was already outside heading to work when she smelled smoke. Without hesitation, she turned and rushed back inside. She kicked open doors, woke up families in their sleep, wrapped little ones in wet towels, and smashed a jammed window to get a pregnant woman out. By the time firefighters arrived, Alyssa had rescued 8 people, coughing, covered in soot, limping on a twisted knee. The next morning, she got an eviction notice. The landlord claimed she caused unauthorized damage and acted recklessly by re-entering a burning building. He accused her of creating chaos instead of waiting for emergency services. Alyssa tried to defend herself, but he didn't want to hear it. He wanted her gone before the media learned he had ignored safety violations. With no money for legal help, she thought she had no chance. But one of the families Alyssa saved, a single mother and her teenage daughter, started a fundraiser and found a small local attorney willing to fight for her. In the courtroom, the landlord's lawyer smirked. "Ms. Brooks is not a firefighter," he said. "She forced entry into apartments, caused damage, and created chaos." The judge, a tall man with steel gray hair, adjusted his glasses. "Chaos?" he repeated. The lawyer nodded confidently. "Yes, Your Honor. She endangered lives." The judge leaned forward, his voice sharp. "You mean the lives she saved?" The lawyer froze. "Well, not officially. That is irrelevant." The judge slammed his hand lightly on the stand. "It is the most relevant piece of this entire case." He turned to Alyssa. "I have reviewed fire department reports, tenant statements, and multiple recordings. Ms. Brooks didn't cause damage. She prevented a disaster. While your property manager ignored safety issues, she acted with courage and selflessness." Then the judge faced the landlord directly. "You evicted a hero to cover your negligence. That is not only shameful, it is unlawful." The courtroom went silent. "This court rules in favor of Ms. Brooks. Eviction nullified, all legal fees paid by the landlord, and a formal apology, delivered both in writing and in person." The landlord's face drained white. His lawyer stared at the table. As people filed out of the courtroom, the teenage girl Alyssa rescued rushed up to her and hugged her tightly. "You didn't just save our lives," she said with tears in her eyes. "You showed us what a real hero looks like." Alyssa smiled softly, rubbing her injured knee. "I just did what needed to be done." If you believe real courage doesn't demand permission or recognition, like, subscribe and share this story, because not all heroes wear suits. Some wear boots.